And what the artist did was it was carved by hand out of the block of plaster, and then he mounted the actual deer antlers. The horns are actually real onto the piece, but from the moisture levels downstairs and the constant change of temperature, they started to fall apart. And a lot of them were lost to time. This was the only one that got saved, and we brought it up here because the temperature and the humidity kind of stays kind of regular on this room.
Okay.
Also, at one time, all the rooms were done under a theme. So if we step in here to 225, this is the only room. Looks like any street bed to wash some of the bedding. So you can imagine what this room was. Golf. Each room had a different theme. The chair is done in golf print fabric. But if we go in the room next door, it was originally the only wood used in the construction of the building was the floors.
Okay.
So what they did was they dug the basement, built the brick encasing, set the wood floor on top of it, and then they did the same thing all over again. They built a brick box on top of the wooden floor, and so on and so forth. So in the Great Depression, when a lot of downtown Greensboro was burnt for the insurance money, this was the only building that they couldn't burn because there was no wood to burn. It was all completely made out of brick. So when they got done making one huge brick box, what they did was they encased the insides, all 3 floors, with a wooden frame, and then poured that wooden frame full of plaster. So what you have is on the outside walls is you have about 6 inches of plaster, and you have a row of brick that runs this way, goes head to toe, that faces forward, and then on the outside, of course, you see the brick is turned left to right.
Okay.
So the exterior walls on the building is somewhere between 8 to 12 inches thick. So the walls, the interior walls, when they were separated into rooms, the original ones before the 10 apartments, the 5 apartments were divided into 10 rooms. So every other wall is done exactly like the ones outside of the exterior walls.
Okay. All right. Let me get the bathroom real quick.
This building will stay here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll go down to one of the double rooms, the most infamous room in the building.
All righty.
Sounds like you're not just the general manager, but you're the official historian of this stuff.
I started here 4 years ago as a housekeeper
Right.
and worked my way from housekeeper up to the maintenance guy